I'm not looking at Lamont the way that everybody else look at Lamont. Like
Right.
I know Lamont is a really good fighter. I'm not. This ain't no Frank Martin. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a real.
When it comes to intense debates in boxing, a few topics arouse passion, such as who will win as Tank. But I'm not looking at Lamont the way everyone else does. I know that Lamont is a really good fighter, but I'm not this. This isn't Frank Martin, that's all I'm saying. Talk is already picking up steam as Davis gets set to defend his WBA lightweight title against Lamont Roach Jr. on March 1st.
Yeah, I mean, but again, they pick and choose, so it is what it is. And again, the media like to hate him too, so I'm going to catch him.
I'm going to see a lot of that as fans and other fighters share their opinions, and Leonard Ellerbe, one of Tank's biggest supporters, is certain that the champion will win. However, they pick and choose again, so it is what it is, and the media likes to dislike him too. Triumphant, but the background of Tank's retirement, his erratic times, and the special significance of this match only heighten the interest in this bout.
Who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get them. I'm gonna beat his ass.
He can't do shit. Wait,
for real. So y'all better be quiet.
You guys get discarded when the people I battle with start talking, and I'm going to beat his ass do __. You'd better keep quiet. I don't care. Boxing thrives on heat, and Tank's story has plenty of it. On Christmas Eve, Dance shocked fans by announcing that the fight against Roach was called off. Social media was ablaze with rumors about whether this was a ploy, a mental lapse, or just another twist in the career of a fighter who has never been afraid to show his emotions. Whatever the reason, it added yet another layer to an already compelling story. Within days, it was evident that the fight was still going on, and Tank resumed his preparations, but the incident revealed something deeper: his complex relationship with boxing, and led him to declare this year his final fight.
Box more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me, Wes, so I don't never...
That's why I don't want to box anymore. I want to do what's right. But I feel that going to therapy would sap my inner fire, and I want to let everything out so I never think about fighting. In his candid remarks on the laboratory with Plaz, Leonard Ellerbe, who has been in Tank's corner for years, offered insight into Dance mindset. He said, "I can understand what's going on. Things are different. When you have kids, it changes your life completely." He sees things differently than he did 6 or 7 years ago. Elby's words carry the weight of someone who not only knows the fighter intimately but also understands the brutal realities of boxing life, which is so much more than just a job. Elby went on to say that although you respect the people who pay to see you fight, you have a life outside of boxing. They want you to continue doing this and don't give a damn about your long-term health.
Because he been tricking the boxing game for too long. He been tricking the boxing game for too long. He makes shit look good.
Because he has been deceiving the boxing game for too long. And by making __ appear good, I want to fight him, buddy. Without a doubt, one of the most taxing sports is boxing. The history of sports is replete with athletes who sacrifice their health and well-being to play for extended periods of time. LB brought attention to this grim reality, highlighting the fact that many former boxers had long-term harm as a result of being taken advantage of by the sport. They experienced numerous health issues and other lasting issues. "I understand the idea that you enter a sport, make your mark, and then leave it there," said LB. Everybody has various opinions and aspirations in life, and for Gervonta, those aspirations now include retiring while still at the top of his game, both mentally and physically. But before he does, he is committed to establishing his legacy, beginning with Lamont Roach.
Big dog, stop playing all this bullshit, acting like you that dude. You that money dude for sure. But when it comes to like straight balls, you know what I'm saying? You got one dude.
Defy the Authority put an end to all of this __. The 28-year-old challenger has been quietly establishing his reputation with a sleek boxing style that emphasizes accuracy and ring IQ. He may be acting like you're that guy, you're that money dude, but when it comes to straight balls, you know what I mean? You have one guy who ran around Roach for his part. Although he isn't as flamboyant or vocal as some of Davis's previous opponents, his cool confidence may make him a deadly threat, and his camp believes he has the means to dethrone Davis, citing Tank's recent lack of focus as possible weaknesses.
I'm gonna beat his ass if y'all talking. Y'all better be quiet. I don't give a fuck about
Applause, I'm ahead of him. But let's be honest, Devon with an incredible record of knockouts, Davis is no typical boxer and has repeatedly shown why he is one of boxing's biggest stars. This duality is what fascinates both fans and experts. Can Tank's unadulterated talent and determination carry him through the distractions, or will the weight of his own expectations finally catch up with him? Tank's explosive power and keen ability to adapt mid-fight make him a nightmare for opponents. Even when his personal life and mental state seem to waver, his performances in the ring remain nothing short of spectacular.
is that I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
No matter what, I'm always ready for 12 rounds, but I'm always searching for a knockout, and if I have the chance, I'll try to knock his head off during the boxing match. According to one well-known trainer, Roach is a solid fighter. But let's face it, when he connects its lights out naturally, Tank is a different animal. Some experts believe that Pooh's technical skills could frustrate Tank and force him into uncomfortable territory. Others contend that Tank's sheer power will be too much for Pooh to handle. It's not just about defending a title, it's about demonstrating that he's the best even as he gets ready to move away. He remarked confidently, "Falls firmly in the ladder camp, Tank is ready." He's been working on his fitness and is almost at weight.
And I promise you, you better leave them home. You better leave the females home. On my mother, you better leave the females home and the kids. On my mother. Now why?
And I swear to you that you should leave them at home. You should leave the woman's house on my mother. You should leave the children on my mother. However, not everyone is yet certain. When the bell rings, Tank shows up, period. The stakes couldn't be higher for this fight for Devon. It's a chance to remind the world why he's one of the best to ever do it. For Roach, it's an opportunity to shock the world and propel himself into the spotlight. Tank's record speaks for itself. Even when facing adversity outside the ring, he's managed to deliver when it counts. And for many fans, that's all that matters.
Yes, Gervonta Tank Davis only has, after this, 5 fights left. We're running out of time. I want some incredible things to happen. Tank is a heavy dude. People keep saying that he's tiny. He's not. Look, his bones.
Gervonta Tanks are my thing. There are only 5 fights left, and time is running out. I want some amazing things to happen. Tank is a heavy guy, and people keep saying that he's not small. Whether you're rooting for the champion or the underdog, one thing is for sure: March 1st can't come soon enough. However, this fight has the boxing world buzzing with excitement, not just because of the titles and records on the line, but also because of the layers of history and tension that make this a grudge match in every sense of the word. While many consider Davis the obvious favorite because of his fierce knockout power and undefeated record, others contend that Roach's familiarity with Davis could cause problems for the Baltimore native.
We fought twice in the same tournament. So, yeah, we fought in the Junior Olympics, in the regionals, and we fought in the nationals.
After competing twice in the same tournament, we went on to compete in the Junior Olympics regionals and nationals. Roach's camp has been implying quietly that they might have the advantage due to Davis's recent diversions, such as the birth of his son and his waning interest in boxing. Roach's team exudes a quiet confidence that suggests they have closely studied Davis over the years, particularly during those amateur bouts and shared camps. They have seen his strengths, but more significantly, they have seen the vulnerabilities that he rarely displays in the ring. Roach's supporters believe that this in-depth knowledge gives him a unique advantage that could cause an upset that rocks the lightweight division.
Yeah. The fact that Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is, it goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank. He's seen Tank up close and personal, whether he's in the ring with them or not. That matters. When you know a guy's rhythm, when you know their speed.
Indeed, Lamont Roach's familiarity with Tank Davis extends beyond their amateur bouts. They have spent time together in camp, and he has seen Tank up close and personal. Whether or not he is in the ring with them doesn't matter when you know a guy's rhythm and speed. However, Davis has been in the news for reasons that are beyond his control, such as his choice to postpone the initial fight date in order to spend more time with his newborn kid. Elicited conflicting responses. Some commended his priorities as a father, while others questioned his dedication to his trade in a sport as cruel as boxing, where even a brief slip-up may ruin a career. Davis' choice fueled the flames of his detractors, who say he is losing his edge. In addition to the intrigue surrounding Davis's current state of mind, which is characterized by his intense focus and relentless aggression, the rescheduling of this fight has given him more time to prepare, and his team's confidence has only increased with each week that goes by. There has been conjecture that Davis is starting to feel the effects of juggling his personal and professional commitments. According to some insiders, Davis isn't bringing the same killer instinct that has characterized his career to this battle.
I'll let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's name. He was shaking on the
Thank everybody that played a part in it. My team, Roberto Diaz, Gary Jonas.
On my kids, he was shaking on this thing. On my kids, he was shaking. How you gonna say it's cap? And it gotta be. You gonna say it's cap? I'm watching it. Gotta be.
I told you all that his father was up here trembling. What's his name? He was trembling on the field. I want to thank everyone who helped out, including my team, Roberto Diaz G. Jonas. He was trembling on this field. I'm watching him while he's still undefeated. There's a feeling that this fight might expose weaknesses in his defense, and supporters of Roach are counting on Davis underestimating him, a move that could backfire when the punches start coming. Additionally, By pointing out that Davis hasn't encountered someone with Roach's degree of acquaintance in years, Camp has been fanning the flames. Pooch has publicly acknowledged that he knows how to disrupt Davis's rhythm, how to take advantage of his tendencies, and how to avoid falling into the traps that have ensnared so many of Davis's past opponents. For Pooch, this isn't just a title defense, it's an opportunity to demonstrate that he has been underappreciated and ignored for far too long. The amateur history between these two fighters is more than just a footnote, it's a blueprint for what could occur on March 1st.
I say 9th round.
What?
I say 9th round.
You said 9?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at night.
I'm telling him, you saying you going down in a night?
What is your reaction to that Lamont look? He looked scared and said, I'm telling you that you're going down in a 9th. However, Davis isn't one to back down from pressure, and his devastating knockout victory over Frank Martin served as a clear reminder of just how dangerous he can be when he's dialed in. Victories through knockout. Although Davis is known for being one of the most intimidating punchers in boxing, some say that his reliance on strength could backfire against a fighter like Roach, who is both technically competent and resilient. Roach's latest bouts, especially his split decision triumph over Hector Luis Garcia and his 9th round knockout of Fergal MCC, have demonstrated his adaptability and survival in the ring. These victories have given him more self-assurance and solidified his reputation as a real threat.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm assured.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear?
I'm the whole package, and sometimes I think HL doubts himself, but I'm a competitor and I think I'm the greatest, so I'm sure when he says you don't bring your family, what's going through your head?